Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here. This week's episode of Hobby Talk, I wanted to talk about something I've been looking into recently and trying to understand a market, and that is the market of Magic the Gathering collector boxes, booster boxes. And I've been slowly over time picking up some here and there. I never had bought any before until the Lord of the Rings set came out, and I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. And of course, they had the One Ring. It is pulled, but you can also get serialized ring cards. I loved that set, and I don't play the game, but I mean, I like TCGs if you watch this channel, and it got me to looking into Magic the Gathering stuff a little closer, and it's pretty interesting. The collector booster boxes, they seem like they have a lot of really cool pulls that you can get, and for a while there was Amazon.com was kind of like having like Prime days, and they were selling a lot of these collector booster boxes very cheaply, and was able to get several there that I didn't have at a very good price, and I've definitely been picking them up here and there over time. So a thing that I think is really interesting is recently it seems like a lot of these boxes have really spiked up. Even after a lot of them got kind of dumped on Amazon, the prices have gone up since then. That was kind of like the bottom, and if you got in on the bottom, you're probably feeling pretty good, because pretty much all the boxes have been going up, especially like some of these specialty sets like Fallout over here. Of course, Lord of the Rings Special Edition, Lost Caverns of Ixalan, the Tales of Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings. These sets, there's some really cool cards that can be pulled, and a lot of it's getting opened up, and it's kind of seeming like there's not a lot of it out there on the market. And if you go on TCG Player and you're interested in possibly buying a collector booster box just to put away, look at sets that have the lower amounts of boxes available. Now, those will have the best chance of the boxes going up in value if you're interested in values at all. Because when the market dries up, the box prices will really start going up. And I think a lot of those boxes are going up also because of other games not succeeding, like MetaZoo. What a disaster MetaZoo has been. I think a lot of people maybe are not wanting to give like a indie TCG a shot because of what a disaster that game turned out to be. And like Flesh and Blood seems to be kind of sort of not a great one to buy boxes of. I'm not buying any Flesh and Blood. They do too many things that remind me of MetaZoo for me to be comfortable with them. I do enjoy the Sorcery game, Sorcery Contested Realm, and it's kind of an indie TCG, but it's because the art is so great, and I love the art of that game. But with those types of games failing like MetaZoo has, it has definitely pushed more people into the brands of TCGs and the games of TCGs that are more established. You look at like One Piece, just so huge right now. Pokemon, they're kind of struggling right now in popularity with the Scarlet and Violet era, but they've got a huge history behind them. They're going to be fine. Magic the Gathering has had 30 years plus of history behind it, it's going to be fine. And it seems like it's really benefiting from the faltering of these other TCGs as people are wanting something more safe, like maybe to buy boxes of. Um, you look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh's been around for 25 plus years. That's Yu-Gi-Oh's different in that it's definitely more of a player's game where people more collect like Pokemon. But Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty safe. They've been around 25 years. You're probably not going to get burned by Yu-Gi-Oh cards going like booster boxes dropping to like not zero but like super low if you bought boxes of it. You look at the Star Wars TCG. It seems like a lot of people are getting into Star Wars. They're getting into Lorcana. There's so much excitement and interest in TCGs right now. It's crazy. You look at Kickstarters. You have a couple new interesting Kickstarters that have like there was recently Altered. I did get into that before it ended. Just get a couple boxes, nothing crazy. It's got some interesting things about it that I think are going to interest people. And also there's I think it's Warlord. That one is being kind of kickstarted by some people that really love the original game and are trying to bring it back. That one looked interesting, so I went ahead and bought a couple boxes, or backed a couple boxes. And who knows if they'll end up ever making it or not. But I did that one. But those type of games that are like started on Kickstarters and stuff like that, those are more indie type games that they don't have the years and years and years of fans and a following like the big ones do, like Magic the Gathering, like Pokemon, like Yu-Gi-Oh. Those games have stood the test of time. And people that got burned by MetaZoo are more likely to be either not buying any TCGs or buying ones that are well established. Then again, there's a lot of that crowd that just goes for the hot thing. And maybe this is why Lorcana is so big. Maybe this is why One Piece is so big. It could be the flavor of the month. Maybe that's why sorcery is big right now. Who knows? You just have to watch and see. But one thing I do know is Magic the Gathering will be around for many more years. Pokemon will be around for many more years. Yu-Gi-Oh will be around for many more years. One Piece, I don't know if they'll be around for many more years because their IP, eventually they're going, their IP is based on anime, and once they run out of the anime to make cards off of, where are they going to go? But it's fun while it's lasting right now for One Piece. Lorcana is still very new, but is very popular. So you would think that one has pretty good staying power. I don't know about the Star Wars. I did buy some booster boxes. They went up in value or went up in price. I sold the ones I had and just kept some like pack arts for my collection because they are going to reprint it again later, and there's no first editions or anything like that. So I decided I'd sell my boxes while they're expensive and buy them back later when they're cheap. You can always buy them back later, And it's not a game that I'm like excited to play or anything. And that's another thing I like about Magic the Gathering is that I don't play the game and I have no interest in opening this stuff. I like to watch people open them, but I have no like desire to open them. So it's easy for me to keep them sealed. Where like Pokemon I'm more interested in, and there's a higher risk of me saying, you know what, let's open some Pokemon packs. Or Sorcery. I love the game Sorcery. I love the cards, so it's much more tempting to open the packs of those. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Not into Yu-Gi-Oh! So I have bought a few packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! Just like at Target and stuff. And those are easy for me to keep sealed. So I think me going forward with TCGs, I'm definitely going to always remember the lessons learned from MetaZoo. And that is, don't buy into some of these new TCGs coming up. Let them get established. Let them get some age behind them, like the big ones do. Yes, I do buy some packs of Lorcana and One Piece, but I don't have like booster boxes of that stuff. I'm just buying a few packs here and there to collect the packs. Very low investment. Now these Magic the Gathering boxes are pretty expensive, so I did have to invest a little capital in those. But it's a fun collection, and it's fun watching people on YouTube and stuff opening these packs. There's some really cool cards you can get out of them, and I just like having a little piece of each set. And if they go up in value, awesome. If they don't, awesome. If they drop in value, I really don't care. I just enjoy having some of them in my sealed collection. So what do you guys think? Is like the failure of like MetaZoo and some of these other TCGs that sprang up during the COVID era and just kind of fizzled out or went under like MetaZoo, are the people that bought into that like now putting money into Magic the Gathering? Is that why Magic the Gathering boxes are really jumping up, or is just the print runs very low and the supply getting low just by natural causes causing these booster boxes to go up? And I mainly am talking about the collector booster boxes. I know they print the other ones quite a bit for the game playing. What do you guys think? Is it some of that money going into Pokemon? Is some of that money going into One Piece? Like, where's the money from these new TCG game collapses going into? What do you think? It's always interesting to follow the TCG world, especially when it's so hot the last few years, and seeing how it has evolved. I mean, like, a lot of these Magic the Gathering sets now have possibility of pulling serialized cards, which was never a TCG thing, and now it's getting more into like the sports gimmicks. I guess I'd say, but it makes it more exciting. And just thinking, hey, in this box I could have a serialized One Ring card. In this box I could have one. You never know. Thank you for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts on TCGs and where money is going into those and what you think the future might be with those. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Later.